Here are the 5 things that you need to do to make sure that 2024 is your best year yet. What's going on, y'all? Well, welcome to another episode of Vibing with Vezy. It's your boy, Big Vezy, and I'm back with another episode. Just wanted to talk to you guys about some things that I think you can implement in 2024 and beyond, just to ensure that you guys have some successful years. These are 5 things actually that I have tried to implement in my day-to-day life in the past year, living abroad. And I'm going to continue on trying to implement these things until I perfect them. But I wanted to share them with you all. So yeah, we're going to hop right into it. So the first thing that I want to recommend is that you guys cut out all distraction, whether that be social media, hanging out with friends or family that's just burning time. Not saying that you can't hang out with friends and family, but you know, there got to be a balance with everything. And I think for me, one of the biggest distractions that I had and that I still have is social media. Just scrolling my life away on social media. And it burns up a lot of time. If some of you guys go into screen time and check out your hours that you spend on the different apps and you add it up, it's like you work another full-time job throughout the whole week while working your job, you know what I mean? So I think for this upcoming year, one of the biggest things that I'm going to do is just cut out social media completely. You know, obviously still focus on YouTube, build on here with you guys, but all that unnecessary scrolling and liking and watching and all that stuff, that time can be used somewhere else. Spending time with my wife, spending time with my daughter, working on music, bettering myself as a producer, as a musician. So many things I could be spending that time on. So I'm thinking about canceling and cutting out all kinds of things just so I can focus solely on what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. My goals have to be that important to me now moving forward that I'm willing to cut out all the distractions. So the second thing, aiming to plan your day the night before would be setting yourself up for success for the next day. I tried it a few times this year, and I mean, I had an amazing week. I would also recommend writing down 3 to 5 tasks, the things that you absolutely have to do. Write that down and say, okay, this day I'm gonna try and accomplish these 3 things, these 5 things, so I can go ahead and have a successful day or a successful week. And if you don't get to run through all 3 or all 5 of those things, it's fine that you at least got to accomplish 1 or 2, because that lets you know, okay, I have the ability now to accomplish something that I wrote down. And so the next day you will get better, and the next day you will get better, and soon enough it'll be, you know, like muscle memory. So don't stress yourself out too much about accomplishing all 5 of the tasks that you wrote down, because this is something new. You know, it's a new habit that you're trying to create, and you're also breaking old habits. So there's going to be some friction, but you got to stick with it. All right. Point number 3. This was a big one for me, recommended by my wife, but it was to go for a walk. Spend about an hour or so, go for a walk. Usually this time is perfect when you just want to think about life and reflect on things that you've experienced, see what lessons that you need to learn from what you're currently experiencing. It's also a good way to clear your head if you just want to, you know, not have to think about nothing. It's a good way to talk to God. It's a good way to get some exercise in, you know, keep that physique up. There's so many benefits from going out for a walk. So I would definitely recommend trying to implement that into your daily life as we go into 2024. 4th thing, do not overconsume yourself with work. You gotta live life. Like, you cannot just pile yourself up and work all hours of the day because you have big goals and ambitious goals. Your health is important, your mental health and your physical health. So you have to find a balance, all right? Obviously, I'm not trying to say you need to be relaxing more than you're working, but there should be a balance within the two. If you are like myself and you have a family, you know, put in the work and then also put in the time with your family, because that's very important, as well as putting in the work so you can, provide for your family. Go out and live life. Living life breeds creativity. The creativity won't just come to you if you're just working all the time and just bunker down in the studio, bunker down in your room, just working all the time. The creativity won't come to you like that. If you want to keep that fresh flow of creativity, you got to give your time some space. You don't want to overwork yourself. You don't want to burn yourself out. That's usually how people get into beat blocks. That's how I get into my beat blocks, when I'm in there just going, weeks at a time, days at a time. And I hit a block and I have to remind myself, oh, I need to go outside and live life and talk to people and walk around and experience life and maybe watch a movie or something like that. These different things breed creativity. So again, don't overconsume yourself with work. Take it one chunk at a time. Make sure you live life so that creativity can continue to flow. Before we get into point number 5, I just want you guys to know that I still have all of my MIDI loop packs. They're up for free on my Gumroad website. You will find those linked in the description, so you can go ahead and check those out. You guys get the opportunity to, all right? Thanks. Well, point number 5 is the most important thing. That's to spend time with God. Whether that be in the morning, in the middle of the day, at night. I don't think the time you do it matters. I think the fact that you do it does matter. God is the one that's going to basically direct your path to success. He's basically the one that's going to make sure you have a successful 2024. All of the things that I mentioned, yeah, they're all great and fine and dandy. But that relationship with God, being able to listen to him when he speaks, listen to that voice in your head to make the right decisions, to keep you on the right path. I'm telling you, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. So whatever that looks like for you, wherever you are in your relationship with God, listening to music or reading the word, going to church, checking out a sermon online, whatever that looks like for you, I strongly recommend you find a way to implement that into your weekly regime. And listen, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. It just brings a certain level of peace to you that nothing else can. That nothing else can. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Vibing with Vezy. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think about these 5 things, and maybe you guys have some stuff that you can add to this list. I'm definitely open to hearing what you guys suggest, because I like to apply some new things as well, so I can have a successful 2024 as well. But wishing you guys nothing but the best. I pray that we will continue to grow together on this journey. And as always, guys, y'all be great, stay safe, and much love. Peace.